This guy is called the scariest stalker on TikTok because he can find you just by watching one TikTok video of you. Just like when this girl posted this video.
Find me. Guess where I am? Guess where I am right now?
And here's what he did right after watching her video.
Don't gotta ask me more than once. You posted this video the day before. I was able to identify us directly outside this building in Milan, Italy. Figuring you were walking back to the hotel with your ice cream, started looking for hotels within walking distance east of that location. Before long, I found the hotel you were staying at, the Bulgari Hotel Milano. I was able to confirm this because this light fixture behind you was able to find in photos of their deluxe, superior, and premium rooms. Strangely enough, the photo behind you wasn't displayed in any of the photos on the hotel's website, but I managed to find it on Instagram photos tagged at the hotel's location. But this is pretty quick, so I decided to also find the hotel you were staying at earlier this week. I was able to tell that this Instagram carousel was taken at the same hotel because that wallpaper behind you can see behind you in this video. Given that you were there for the Challengers premiere in the UK, gave us a rough location of Leicester Square. Once again, your room service gave you away. Right on the napkin they gave you, you can see clear branding that says SOFI, which led me directly to Sofitel London St. James Hotel. Immediately noticed that this little icon right next to their official website, you can see at the top of this cap over here, and this painting above the bed in their superior room, you can see directly behind you in this video. And you know what? One more, just for good measure, which is that this gelato that you're eating over here, you got at this exact location, Sardini and Canardel, where you got their tiramisu or rum and cognac ice cream. I'll have to try it for myself sometime.
And he doesn't only stalk online, he actually goes to the physical location of his targets. Just like when this famous TikToker posted this video with the caption, "Guess the city." It seems that he has a weird obsession with finding strangers' locations. So when he saw this famous TikToker's video, this is what he did next.
Hi there. I think you know where this is going. I immediately recognized as New York, but I figured we could get a little bit more specific. On the side of her video, you can see a bright red light, which is actually this right behind me, the Pepsi Cola sign in Long Island City, which means she has to be standing somewhere over there on the east side of Manhattan, which means she would have been standing just about here. Directly behind me, you can see that same intersection I was talking about. Over to the side, you can see that small square building, and in the background, of course, you can see the famous Pepsi Cola sign.
He went to the exact same location where the girl recorded the video. And even men aren't safe from him because he even did this when he saw this video from this guy.
Get ready with me for the first show of Fashion Week. Also, look at the view from my hotel. It's so pretty.
He started his video about this guy by giving a lesson to everyone.
I'm sorry, Quinn. I have to make an example of you here. Because you just did something that no one should ever do. And that is post a video of the view from your hotel room. Especially if you're staying in a city with unique skyscrapers. Immediately I can recognize we're at Midtown, and this building over here is particularly unique because of the color. You might think we just have to go to Google Maps and find the building, but since Google Maps just shows the top view, this is not actually going to be our best bet. Rather, we're going to take a look at Google Earth, which allows me to adjust the angle so I can see the side of the building as well. At this point, it's just a matter of time until I find the building itself. Before long, I have found the exact building I pointed out in your video. Some additional confirmations comes from the fact that this building over here with this double gray divider going down the side is directly to the left of that original building on Google Earth. Additionally, we can see you're standing above a building that has this rectangular structure along the edge of the roof. And that rectangular structure is this over here, which is directly in front of both of those previous buildings. Going over to Google Maps, given that both of those previous buildings were directly behind or north of this building with the rectangular structure on top of it, that means you must be south of this building so you'd be able to see all three of them in the same view, which means you'd have to be directly across the street, and there's only one hotel directly across the street from that building, and that is the AC Hotel in New York, Times Square.
And not only that, he also went inside this TikToker's hotel room like this.
You know what, Quinn? You're right. The views are absolutely great.
And if that doesn't scare you, this is how he ends his videos.
Let this be a lesson to everybody. You can't hide from me anymore.
And he proved it in the most shocking way when he fell in love with a TikToker that he met online.
Hi, my name's Yuval, and I find people who ask to be found.
But sometimes you just need to get him pissed, just like what happened to this guy named Keith. Yuval didn't like Keith's anti-feminist statements that he was posting all over TikTok.
I would never let a book written by a woman touch the ground, ever. Ever. Do you understand me? I'm 7'3".
Yuval wanted to clap back at Keith for saying this offensive statement by proving that he's lying about his 7'3" height. So this is what he did next.
Oh, Keith. You're gonna regret that. The best bet to measure your height seemed to be this video, which came from a photo shoot you did this summer. In it, there are multiple different full-body stills, which I can use in reference to the building behind you. Photographer's Instagram indicated that this was most likely Iowa, and the model's Instagram confirmed this as well as specifying the location to Des Moines. Which just means I just need to measure the height of the section of the building that you are standing in front of.
Yes, he's in the airport when he recorded his next video. He flew to Iowa to find this guy's location and to debunk his claim that he's 7'3". And when he arrived at the location, this is what went down.
This one right here, yeah.
So this is an abandoned building.
I'm aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, you're going off and getting killed.
No, don't worry.
Okay. I'm about to see you in the news.
Yeah.
He found Keith's location, and this was his message to him.
Now, Keith, I would like to thank you for picking a spot that was so close to the airport. I realize now it's actually standing on this valve right over here. So it'll be a very clear starting point. Again, pretty much 6 feet on the dot.
At this point, he has already proven his stalking skills just by watching strangers' videos from online. And many people on the internet got scared of him because they were worried that he would find them and become his next target. But this girl, Ayame, wanted to get found. Remember this TikToker from the beginning of the video? Instead of being scared of Yuval, Ayame challenged him instead by posting this.
Do you want to have a guess where I am right now? Do you want to have a guess? Shut your mouth. I'm in a hotel.
Yuval happily took the bait and he found out exactly what room she was in.
I told you that wasn't specific enough. First, I thought I'd use your headboard to locate your hotel since it's so unique. However, unfortunately for me, it seems as if this style of headboard is a lot more common than I thought it would be. And I realized I could actually use your room service again to narrow down your hotel, because you ordered one very specific item, berry compote. So I decided to do a search for hotels with berry compote on their breakfast menu. Now, I didn't have a confirmation that your hotel was in London again, but I didn't get the sense that anyone was flying you anywhere, so I decided to start there. And looking for London hotels with berry compote on their breakfast menu, I only got one direct hit. Ferndale Hotels. A hotel chain with 5 hotels in London. Hamyard, Haymarket, Soho, Charlotte, and Covent Garden. I went through the breakfast menus of all 5 hotels, and Soho was the only location that had berry compote listed on their menu. Additionally, they had smoked salmon scrambled eggs, which you also ordered. And going back to my headboard search from earlier, I realized that all the hotels that popped up were actually all Ferndale locations. It didn't take me long to realize you were staying in the deluxe terrace room, matching the headboard wallpaper and artwork shown here to the headboard wallpaper and artwork in your video. Looking out your window, we can see that you're directly across from a building that has horizontal slats running across the side, which is this building right over here, which means you have to be in one of these 2 terrace rooms. However, from the window, we can also see that there is a railing separating a terrace to the left of you, which means you must be looking through the window on this terrace. You can even see that this table over here is directly behind you in your video, which means your room is right here, the deluxe terrace room, the second southernmost room on the 6th floor of the Soho Hotel on Richard Mews in London. I'm glad you decided to wait to post until after you left this time.
And instead of running away from Yuval, this girl teased him more by posting this video. And in her caption, she wrote, "He hunts me down because he cares." And guess what Yuval posted next? He posted this.
So I'll save you if you say I was overwhelmed that I had enough, then I found you.
So did this girl fall in love with his online stalker? And most importantly, is Yuval stalking this girl because he likes her? Well, Yuval's last post confirms that he likes this TikToker because he posted this. "See you soon if you're bad." And the girl must like him too because she posted this as a response. See you next time, babe.